Today we are going to learn about brushes. Brushes means that it will be used for painting something. Okay, so there are different type of brushes available in Photoshop. Even special effects you can do with the help of brushes. So let us learn more about brushes today. The shortcut for brushes will be B. So before that, let me open a file. I'm just opening a new. Okay. When you type B, you are coming, this is the brushes. You get a brush tip, it is circular now. You can increase or decrease the size by using square bracket. When you use the left bracket, square bracket, it reduces, right increases. This is how you do size of the brush. You can change the size of brushes. You can also do from here. Size. You can reduce the size. Very small size now. Bigger the size. So you can adjust the size also. There's another method by you can, when you are in the brush mode, right click, you can get the same dialog box, and here also you can change the size of the brush. Okay. When I click the brush, you can see the edges are very sharp. Let me zoom it. You can see that edges are sharp because the hardness is 100 now. Hardness is 100. When you reduce the hardness to 50%, you can see the edges are a little smoother. When you make it to 0, almost smooth at the edges. So the hardness controls the sharpness of the brush. Let me erase all these things. Control A, delete. Okay, I deleted everything. You can see here, you can adjust the angle of your brush. Now you can see your brush tip is circular. I can adjust a little bit from here. Now it is almost a ellipse. You see now it is elliptical. I can change the hardness to 100, keep it 100. Even you can keep it in an angle. You can just adjust this here, angle. You can see the tip is also angular. So you can use, this is to change the angle or the orientation of the brush. So let me bring back to circular. Down you can see there are a lot of presets available here. You can see a lot of presets here. So whichever you select, suppose I select this one. Now I selected this brush, which is hardness is 0. Hardness is 0. I can use this one, which is hardness is 100. So there are different type of brushes available, presets available. You can go down and see that it's a different type of brush. There are different type of brushes available. You can also import brushes from outside. You can import any brush from outside. If you see down, you can see that there is a black and white here colors. The bottom is the background color and the top one is the foreground color. The brush uses the foreground color. Let me select this one. So now it is black. If I want to change it, I'll click it. You can, when you click, you can set it completely black. You just take it, you can see the cursor is at the bottom here. You take a little up, then you get some color. Now suppose you want to make it blue. Okay. Get blue, get. So anytime you can change the color. If it is a black, it's at the bottom. So the other colors you may not see it. So take the cursor up a little bit and you will see other colors. Whichever color you want, you can select. Suppose I select the green. I get green. Okay. So these are some basics here. And if you say the opacity 100 means you get the full flow, full. When I make the opacity 50%, you see, let me reduce a little bit. You can see the flow is a little reduced. Opacity, it becomes more transparent. So you can use opacity also if you want. Usually we keep it back to 100%. So these are some basics of the brushes. When I use this brush, if I continuously move it, I get a continuous object, continuous line or whatever it may be. Because it puts the dots of the brush continuously. That is why you get a continuous portion. This we can adjust. Go to settings. You can see here, there is a spacing here. We can adjust the spacing now. See the spacing now. The spacing is about 135. No. So now it will not draw the continuous line. It keeps a spacing in between. So the spacing control whether you have to get a continuous object or not. Usually the spacing is kept about 20%. So you'll get a continuous line or continuous object. Now let me explain you how to create a custom shape brush. Let me open a new file. I'll create a new file, say 750 pixel by 72. Okay. I will create with this brush. Reduce the. Usually, when you create the custom shade, it's always better to use black color. Okay, let us use the black color. Control Z to remove this. Okay, I reduce the size. Again, reduce the size. Okay, so this is the custom. This is this type of brush I want. So I draw that brush, whichever type of brush is required. I have drawn that. Now I will use edit, define brush preset, give a name there, B1. So now you see you have already created the brush now. Suppose I create a new layer, you can see I can reduce the size, even I can change the color. See, I can create my own brush. I can create the brush from text also. Let me say Control A, delete, Control. Let me type a text here. Kochi. I want to convert this into a, it is always better to create a black. So I created a text here. I want to convert this into a brush. So I'll say, after typing, I'll say edit, define, brush. Okay. I created a brush. Now I'll select a layer. Select this background. You can see. Any color you want, you can bring. So we can create a brush using a text. We can also create a brush using an image. Let me open an image. I will remove this background here so that it will be purely white. So go and select the magic wand tool. Delete background image, this background one. So now it is white. I want to convert this into, first let me make it to black. I want to make this image as my brush. Let's say edit, define, and I'd say the selection I have to invert, or I will remove the selection. So now only the picture is there. Earlier the selection was here. Now there is no selection. I remove all the color from here, white background. And this is the only image available. I will convert this into a brush. Edit, define, brush. I give a name, Deepika. I will create a new layer. And I will, you can see that image is coming here. I will reduce the size. I can change the color also if you want. Black will get the clear, other colors you may not get the 100%. Black will get clear. So you can create any type of brushes with the shapes, with the text, with brush, with image, you can make. And also you can download a lot of brushes available. You can download from outside also. Okay, now let me show you a practical application. I mentioned you can download different type of brushes. There are different type of brushes are there. Let me open a new drawing. New. This I will close. I have a new drawing here. I will create a new layer at the top. I'm going to open a new drawing. This one. I want to create some design here. So there are different type of brushes I told you available. We can use any brush for that. So you have to download the brushes from a site called brusheasy.com. Let me minimize this. Let me go to Google Chrome and type www.brush, brush.com. So this is a place where you can download free brushes. So let me show you trees. I want tree. Search. You can see there are tree brushes available here, but this is a premium, means you have to pay. There are many free available here. This is free. Free trees available. Trees. Okay. Even color trees are available. You can see here color trees are there. You can download and check. So I can download from here. You click whichever you want. And you say download. So it will download your computer in zip format. You have to unzip it and keep it. Okay. I have already downloaded some brushes which I will share to you. Let me show you. You see, there are different type of brushes I downloaded. Okay, so all these brushes, after unzipping, the extension is ABR. Trees.abr, water.abr, tattoo.abr. There are many things. So let me, after download, if you double click, suppose I double click the tattoo, because I want a design in that cloth. So that I can get from tattoo brushes. So I will double click this tattoo, double click. So automatically it comes here. When you double click and you open the brushes, you can go down. Let me check. Double click again. You can see here there are things have come here. Okay, I can make a little bigger. You can click this settings and make it large thumbnail. And you can see there are a lot of, these are the things just now we downloaded. Suppose which design you want from here. Let me select some flowers we'll put. I selected this. You see here, it's coming. Click here, just to close that. And you see that your design is coming. So you can reduce, always you have to do this, you have to put in the new layer. So create a new layer, and you have to reduce a little bit. Use the bracket, click. Why that green has come? Problem with that. Okay. I will undo this. Click. You can see the flowers. Since you have done in the new layer, you click the move and you can move up or down. That is why we are creating in a new layer. You can rotate it if you want. If you don't want it, you can delete it. We'll put another one, put a new layer, bring another brush. First you select the brush here, click, you can bring another one. Let me shake this one. You see here, make little bigger. Click. See the design? So there are different type of brushes available. Trees, people, vehicles. So you have to download from that brusheasy.com and keep it with you. Let me show you another example. Let me open another drawing. I want to keep a small tattoo here. I will create a new layer. Go to your brushes and select something else. I will select this one. Okay, I want to reduce a little bit. Reduce. Can you see here? If you double click, it will be more dark. If you click only once, it comes only one. I'll just undo. Okay, if I just click, see, it is not that much dark. If you want, undo, double click, you get more dark. Sometimes you require it, sometimes you don't want. So one is enough. Since you have done in a new layer, Control plus, and if you want to rotate a little bit, you can rotate a little bit, move the position, etc. So that's how you do the tattoo. So there are different type of brushes available which you can use. I hope you got some idea now. So let me open another drawing. So let me close these drawings. Let me open another drawing. Suppose this is a sunset. Want to bring a ship here, one ship. So I'll go to have ships here, nautical ships and brush, double click it and it will come there. Let me double click this. And you can see it might have come here. Select the brush. Go down. See the ships are there. Ships. Then select whichever ship I want. I will take this ship. Very big. I will reduce the size. You can put it here, a ship here if you want. You have to adjust the scale and others according to your, put a small ship here. If I click only once, light it comes. Control Z undo, double click it. So you'll get little darker ship there. Okay. Now I want to bring some trees here. I want to bring some trees here. So again, you have already downloaded the trees. Double click the trees. Let me check whether I already double clicked it. Maybe in the it is there. Okay, it's not there. So I will go to trees. We can load that from another person also. Suppose you click this settings here. So you get here from here. There is a button here. Click preset, but this is preset. Brush presets. Click. You can load brushes also. You can do load brushes. You have to select your brushes. And double click. Also will come here. You can do like that also. Let me bring a tree here now. So I'll go to trees. I double click the trees. And you can see the trees maybe in the bottom. So it did not come. We'll try again. Sometimes some memory problem means it will not come. Sometimes if you have memory problem, it may create problem. Go from here, reset. See, the tree already has come because of some memory problem. He is not showing you. All the trees are there. Okay. So we can bring him from here also. Go down. See, the trees are there. Bring this. See, the tree is coming here. Click. Bring another one. You can increase the size if you want. Increase the size. See, one mistake we are doing is you have to install always new layer. I will undo this. I will undo this so that we can modify it. Otherwise, no, it is difficult. So go to layer, create a new layer. Now you bring the tree. See, we brought the tree. If you don't want, you can just delete this layer, put it here. Layer. It's gone. So we'll bring a small, click the brush presets, bring another one, and click this one, click. I'll put one tree here, another tree here. Another tree here, okay? Suppose you want to bring the people. Similar way, you have to double click the people. Let me see if the people are already brought it here. No. Here maybe sometimes some limitations are there. You have to change setting. Then try from here also. No problem. Let me bring the people. So I have to double click the human family brush, double click. You can see human people. So how will you open this? Suppose let me presets here. If I close this. You can bring from here, click. I can bring the people. Suppose I want to bring these people. Very big. Reduce the size. It depends upon your memory, so you have to, it will take some time. You see here, the people. I will click it here. The people have come. So that, like that, you can create any picture, download whichever object you need. Many type of brushes are available. Even you can create